Okay, hello. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I finally got to watch the film. I've never seen it before. It's free on YouTube right now. Highly recommend watching it. It's an excellent film. Um, so again, spoiler alert: if you haven't seen the film, you might want to go watch it before listening to this video because this will probably spoil the end of it for you. But anyway, I will continue. What I wanted to do was show you the reference to the Hoover Dam and to the Twin Towers that occurs at the end of the film. Okay, to cut a long story short, what we've got going on in the film is that Jack Nicholson is playing the part of Christ, um, and this other character here called the Chief is kind of the other half of that relationship, or the other half of he's the dude that is going to be saved, so to speak, who is going to go and be the natural man again, I guess, or maybe that's why they picked a native man. Interestingly enough, the Indian connection. This guy looks like a Native American. The Indian connection here with the chief is interesting with the other film, or one of the other films that Jack Nicholson goes crazy in, which is The Shining. And there are a couple other connections to The Shining in this film, like we've got what's his name? Scatman Crothers is in the film, um, so we have that connection back to The Shining with him. And even though, really, in The Shining, what we're seeing with Jack's craziness is his story playing out. Again, this idea of the crazy house is where we're at right now. It's the Matrix. So this is the thing we've got to come out of. Anyway, Jack, or his character McMurphy. Again, McMurphy, you can derive the Muck, Mary Christ, out of that, and then the Murphy, you can also derive Mary from that, merchant, and also the Fee or the Phi could be a connection to what am I thinking? Just the golden ratio, and also the name Murphy, McMurphy, the Irish connection again. And interestingly enough, this dude, the chief, is always sweeping the floor, which kind of reminded me of what the hell's the Tears for Fears. I can't remember the name of the song. What is the name of that song? I can't remember the name of the song. Anyway, it's the one where they're in the library in the music video. I did a decode on it not that long ago. Some interesting connections to Donald Trump's assassination attempts in that particular video. What was I going to say? Yeah, so there's other connections to the cleaner, as well, which is interesting. So this guy's sweeping the floor. So there's lots of other connections in, like I'm thinking Katy Perry as well. That basketball video of hers, I can't remember what it was. So yeah, there's definitely some interesting connections with the whole film. But anyway, needless to say, Jack's character is going to be the sacrifice in the film. Did I say already that there's little bits of the Bible echoed earlier on, like he takes all the guys out. He basically gives all these guys that are in the nut house some hope and some inspiration. It takes them out fishing, references back to the Bible there again, so forth and so on. Anyway, we get towards the end of the film, and earlier on in the film, Jack was going to pick this marble, the Marbell, the Mary Bell, the marble washstand up. They're in the bathroom here again, like connections back with the idea of the plumbing, the waterworks, the dam already, back with The Shining again, where Jack sees the whore and the beautiful goddess, sees the beautiful goddess, which turns into the whore in the bathroom. Yeah. So, and by the way, the nurse that is in charge of this ward in the film, yeah, she's playing the role of the Matrix as well. You'll see it during the film that she changes. Sometimes she's got the black cloak on, sometimes she's in the white, and it depends. But she's definitely playing a very evil character in the film. And again, she's playing the Matrix. This is the Matrix that we're all stuck in, the nut house. Another interesting thing is that this escape all occurs around Christmas time as well. Okay, so the chief is gonna pick this up. He's already put. Let's put it this way. They already sacrificed Jack in the film. He had a lobotomy, and then the chief puts him out of his misery. Okay, so this character's got some really. It's quite a powerful scene, actually. When you think about it, yeah. Anyway, so again, I don't know. You can just see all the parallels with the idea of, I don't know, being connected to nature and doing things, kind of in alignment with God. Right. So you can pick this stand up, and he's going to bust out, right? So let's get to the point. I might be able to just, let's just go like this, because the last video I did actually got a copyright. It didn't get a strike, but it got a copyright notification. See, so he's lifting the stand up, and of course the water's starting to gush out. Okay, so like the dam being broken here. So this is our reference to the dam being broken and the water flowing. Okay, moving on, he carries this thing out, and then he's going to smash through the metaphysical window here. So he's not in the bathroom anymore, but if you see back in the bathroom scene, the grid, the screens, the security screens that they've got to stop him escaping, have the diamond pattern on them, and that's what was being kind of projected on the wall of the bathroom. The shadow from these things was on the wall of the bathroom, so it connected the bathroom with the window. This breaking through this gateway, okay, so to speak, through the Vesica Pisces again. Interesting with the diamond as well. Another reference to a more linear format of the Vesica Pisces. Okay, I want to say linear format, but if you can follow what I'm saying there. So he's breaking through the window here. So this is again the same scene as coming out of the dam there, with breaking the water flowing, and this is the dam actually finally breaking open, or the metaphysical window. Okay, or the cage, the thing that's caging us in, the bars off the window. Notice what we have right next to the window here. I think you just can't write this stuff. The Twin Pines. The Twin Pines. Absolutely insane. I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, oh, this is just immense, right? So we have the dam reference. He's jumped out the window, the Twin Pines, and then it cuts to, who does it cut to? Christopher Lloyd, Doc. And Doc is laughing at him getting out of the Matrix here, okay? Out of the nut house. Absolutely brilliant. So we have this brilliant tie-in with the Twin Pines from Back to the Future. The tie-in, or they've tied Back to the Future in with this particular film, but absolutely brilliant. And that's what we've got going on. There was a couple other things like there's just several little references in it. I mean, before this scene, when Jack's just had the lobotomy, he's got 2 scars on his head. Yeah. So he's got this reference to, they're not. It's a bit of a stretch to connect it to the Twin Towers, but it has these 2 lines on his head, right? But I would connect it to the Twin Towers because I saw a film with Russell Crowe, and I can't remember the name of the film. And Russell Crowe in the film had some kind of head injury or something, and he'd had some kind of surgery, so he had two scars on the top of his head that looked, much more like a reference to the Twin Towers. But it made me think of that particular film when I saw Jack's head. I thought, oh yeah, I see now. That's probably a reference back to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And of course, in that film, he is Russell Crowe is acting. He's forgotten who he is, and he's trying to remember. So again, this idea of the lobotomy and not knowing who you are, and unfortunately, Jack becomes the sacrifice. He's the Christ figure that is sacrificed, and the chief is the Christ figure that is saved, that can go and walk the earth, go back to the wilderness, if you like. I think that's maybe why they chose a Native American for that position, or for that role. And also that does connect back in with The Shining. There was a lot of Native American references in The Shining, and of course in The Shining, Jack Nicholson goes crazy. We're actually going inside his novel in The Shining, but he plays that part out as he's gone mad. And again, there's another reference to The Shining. We got Scatman Crothers in this film as well, which actually was was kind of the lead up to the finale of the film. His character sort of plays a role in that as well, and it's set around Christmas time as well. So you've got all this going on. We've got the nurse who is absolutely, playing the Matrix crony character perfectly as well. And when we can go to, look at some of the stuff on the film, I don't really want to spend a whole bunch of time looking at stuff. November 19th release date. Jack Nicholson is a 422 birthday. Louise Fletcher plays the nurse matron type character. She's a 722 pi reference number there, and then the 923 death date. Very interesting indeed, at the age of 88. And so the 239 plutonium connection, boy oh boy, and it just goes on. And also the connection between, if you notice the 722 and the 923, flip that July, because it's a 7 like September, Sep. Again, you've almost got the Virgin, okay, which would be Virgo, which would be September the 22nd, into September the 23rd, Libra, balance again, okay, Christ. Okay, so there's interesting little connections with her. Not that I was going to decode her birthday and death date, but whatever. This dude here, yeah, he plays a main character in it, kind of. He's got a connection to the 8/17, August 17th. That's Sean Penn. It's a nice connection back with Madonna, and again, what's her name? Robert De Niro. Yeah, that's his birthday as well, and he's got a ton of stuff that connects to Trump. And I've got the 126 Kobe date. I mean, every time I look at a film, it's just there's always the Christopher Lloyd in it, and of course don't forget Christopher Lloyd has the 122, the 10/22 train crash date for his birthday. Yeah, the one that I always go on about with Madonna. What else we got in here? Danny DeVito's in it. He's got the 17th of November. Yeah. Very interesting, with the name and the date of birth there. Personal references. For me, what? I mean, I don't know if we need to look at anybody. What's this guy's? Yeah, just various interesting dates of birth, and I don't really want to go through all of them. I haven't been through all of them. I don't know, we probably could go for all of them, but there's not really much point, you know. Anyway, so I think, yeah, we'll call it a day on that. I should just actually, ooh, that would have probably been. Hang on, let's see if it'll bring back onto the. Come on. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, this is the chief. Let's just look at him real quick. So this is the guy that escapes. September 27th. Meatloaf's birthday. June the 3rd. Can't remember anybody on June the 3rd. Just interesting, isn't it? Let me just see. Based on. Let's click the novel and see if there's February the 1st, 320 pages. Nothing majorly interesting there, I don't think. Anything interesting with this dude? September 17th. November, no doubt. Look at the death date. Oh my goodness. That is extremely interesting. November the 10th, 2001. Wow. Okay, so that's our date that's on the dollar bill, 2001 as well, and age 66. Quite interesting. Okay, it doesn't take long to, you click on somebody, and then every other person you click on has something interesting or some kind of connection to something, Okay. I think we'll leave it there, to be quite honest. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to say. I just basically want to show that little bit of the end there with the. I mean, this I was just nuts when I saw it. I'm like, Twin Pines right here. He's busted out through. We've got the Hoover Dam reference here, busted through, and then the next shot is blimmin' Christopher Lloyd. Just absolutely crazy. So we've got the dock there. Yeah, crazy stuff. All right, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you on another one soon. All right, cheers. Bye.